Right, now let's turn our attention to another follow-up Friday today, squirreled away in Rachel Reeves' tax-raising budget. News for those campaigning on what had been an incredibly controversial and unpopular HMRC tax policy. It was announced in 2016. It's called the loan charge. It was meant to recover money from freelancers and agency workers who are paid their salaries in tax-free loans. That practice, they were led to believe, was compliant with HMRC, but that later changed. It led to workers being chased to pay bills they couldn't afford. Some went bankrupt, and it's been linked to 10 suicides. Now, though, there's set to be a fresh review into the impact of the charge, as announced in the budget documents this week. With the documents saying they hope to bring the matter to a close for those affected, while ensuring fairness for all taxpayers. Well, Blanche Saff is a Loan Charge Action Group volunteer and campaigner and joins us now. Hi, Blanche.
Hi, Matt.
It's really good to have you here, not least because the temptation when you're covering the budget is to only focus on people who are unhappy. So it's novel to have someone on, a campaigner who's pleased about a development. Let's just start right back at the beginning. What happened to your husband, Steve, who got caught up in this loan charge issue?
Okay, so from 2011, he was working as a contractor and wanted to be on the right side of IR35. So he went to a professional accountant to see how he should do this and was recommended a scheme. He was in that scheme between 2011 and 2017, retired. And then in 2018, we found out that he was subject to the loan charge. We actually had to look it up, see what it meant, all the ramifications and how we were affected. Incredibly shocked.
And there were obviously lots of people caught up in this, and it's gone on for such a long time. I'm just sort of do the maths on that. It was 2018 that you found out about this, and now it's 6 years ago. You try to, well, I know there have been various campaigns and MPs who've taken this up. How significant a development is it for you that the government, the new Labour government, has said it will conduct an independent review?
Incredibly significant. There was a review at the end of 2019 carried out by Sir Amyas Morse, now Lord Morse. He had his hands tied. It was only really linked to individuals, not an investigation into people who were selling schemes, who've made loads of money. And sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm rambling away.
No, it's fine. You're explaining it. You're explaining it very well. So, what do you hope to come out of this review? Because, like you said, there was one 5 years ago. What do you hope to come out of this review that the last one didn't manage?
It's got to be genuine. It's got to be independent of HMRC. It's got to be a thorough investigation, not just interviewing victims. And we're not just 60,000. It's spouses, families, thousands involved in this. And also an investigation to people who are selling these schemes. Many of the companies no longer exist, but they were obviously missold. These people have made thousands, millions of pounds, and it's left to us to pay for their mistakes just because HMRC got it wrong.
And so is the hope that the government, the HMRC, might write off some of the money owed, that might, because they've used the phrase about drawing a matter to a close for those affected, while also ensuring fairness for all taxpayers. So obviously, if there's a sense that the taxpayers are owed money, the tax man's owed money, then they'll want to get it, but also they don't want this dragging on and on and on. Is there a hope they might write off some of the charge?
I don't think it's a question of writing it off. First of all, the monies they're demanding were never legally proven to be due. Everybody who joined a loan scheme was assured that their personal circumstances would be correct and submitted, as you said, submitted annual returns, many accepted. One or two occasions are actually refunds. So everybody thought their tax affairs were straight. Unfortunately, because this is a retrospective law and goes back to 10 years, it used to be 20, but now it's 10, my Steve was involved from 2011. They will take the interest back to 2011, despite the fact that we didn't hear anything till 2018. So it's got to be a fair resolution that's fair for HMRC and fair for the victims of this retrospective loan charge.
Well, it's some good news for those affected that this review is going to take place. Blanche, really appreciate your time today and for explaining the situation. That's Blanche Saff there, a loan charge action group campaigner. And good to reflect on, because also there was an awful lot in the budget this week, which we've covered at some length on 5 Live this week.